Hello there, how you doing? Jeff D, MCBizSolutions.com, Mass Professional Networking, Little Roadie Professional Networking, with your events and happenings for the month of June 2025 and beyond. So, it's summer. Well, at least it doesn't really feel like summer yet here. It's been a little chilly here in New England, especially in May and first couple of days here. But I heard we're going to be having a heat wave in 2 ways coming up. The weather is actually going to get hotter, and we got a lot of great events coming up, events and happenings. So I'm going to get started with the events, and then we'll talk about a networking tip at the end as you go to these events. So we're kicking things off next week, next Wednesday, the 11th, at Margaritas in Framingham, Massachusetts, a mass professional networking event. So we have 2 vendors so far. We have a couple of slots available. So sign up for that today. So that's a great spot. It's nice and centrally located in the Metro West. And then next week, the week after, we move down to the Ocean State for Little Roadie Professional Networking on June 17th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hot Club in Providence. Now, has anyone ever been to the Hot Club? It's right on the waterfront. It's awesome. I'll tell you, middle of June, it's going to be a nice warm night. And the Hot Club, I'll tell you, it brings back a lot of memories because, growing up in Rhode Island and going there. So, great place. Look forward to seeing you there. And then the following week, we are back in Boston, of course, our home base at West End Johnny's kind of near Causeway Street in the Garden. That's on June 25th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we had some great stuff there, as well as everyone knows, I'm on the board of directors with AMA Boston. We have a marketing mingle on June 18th, and I think that's at the Bosworth, so check that out. And then we move into July. I'm going to talk about July because, you think about July, everyone's on vacation and all, but man, we got some stuff going on in July. Let me tell you that. We have 4 events in July. We're actually doing a partnership event with the young professionals of Southern Rhode Island at the Wakefield Brewery in Wakefield, Rhode Island on July 9th. Check that out. If you're down in the Narragansett, Southern Rhode Island, the beach area, a lot of people are that time of year. Check that place out. And then the night after that, up here in Framingham, my good friend and brother from another mother, Jane's Family Feudo, and I will be doing an educational event at the Framingham State Innovation Center July 10th. That's at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm going to be talking about branding yourself in today's economy. I'm going to do an updated presentation on that. And then James is going to be talking about protecting your online presence, which is so important today. As you know, everything's wide open online, so I would say you can't miss this one. It's going to be a great one. Of course, there'll be some networking. The following week, on July 16th, we will be back in Providence. Yes, at Kimmy's Bar, which is in a nice area of Providence that used to be very industrial back in the day. They've really turned this neighborhood into a variety of great spots, night spots, and all. Kimmy's Bar will be there on July 16th. And then, yes, sirree, we're going back to Boston again. July 22nd, we'll be at King's Bolorama in the Boston Seaport. Now, that's going to be a very special event. Very special one. We'll be partnering with AMA Boston. Of course, I'm in AMA Boston. And also, it'll be a launch event for the new year with AMA. And yours truly, if it hasn't been announced yet, it's going to be the new president of AMA. We'll be celebrating that on July 22nd, King's Bolorama. So a lot of stuff. We've got 7 events there. Of course, we got a lot of our partners. We love them. Venture Cafe Cambridge, right? It's awesome. Every Thursday at CIC Cambridge, we like to go there periodically. We also have Boston New Technologies, been doing some great stuff. So, and Startup Boston's coming up very soon. That's coming fast in September. So check that out also. So, we have our networking page. I'm going to share that with you, but I also encourage you to join the Mass Professional Networking Group, as well as the Little Roadie Professional Networking Group if you're down in the Providence area. And Mass Tech Networking, we post a lot of technical stuff there. So we got a lot of stuff going on. And last but not least, networking. Yes, you need to do it. A lot of people say, did I get anything out of this event? So ask yourself the question, when you go to an event, what do I like to get out of that event? And I'm going to answer that question for you. What you need to do is meet people and become a trusted resource. Because if you become a trusted resource, you become a magnet. You become a magnet, people are going to come to you and do business with you, not the other way around. Now, they always say the outbound approach and transactional approach, I get it. We all got to make money. We all have businesses. We all need to put food on the table. But in reality, with networking, it's relationship building. Think about that one and try that out at one of our many events coming up. Have a good day. Jeff Dean, AMCBizSolutions.com, Mass Professional Networking. Have a great month of June.